rules this region. Which is why, when we received an invitation to the wedding of Conde Paxson and a certain Lady Kaya, I insisted to Papa that I be allowed to attend. Furthermore, I insisted on bringing wedding gifts fit for a royal ally, with well-armed soldiers to deliver them. According to my informants, his bride-to-be is a lovely young woman with a wealthy father. But it would not matter to me if she were a crofter's daughter. It is past time for the Conde to marry. He was a tremendous soldier in the last war. Afterward, he pursued hunting and drinking with the same ruthless tenacity, until he met his match in a giant boar who gored him. If it were up to me, I would knight the boar for putting an end to Paxson's wild ways and making him look to his legacy. A conde with a family is a man with something to lose, and a man with something to lose is always more eager to stand behind the shield of a strong king, or queen. I intend to know his measure and show him mine before he becomes my vassal. A ruckus from behind causes me to whirl in my seat and my temper flares. My 15-year-old sister Elisa follows me in her own carriage, accompanied by her nurse, Lady Jimena. She always carries a bag full of pastries when she travels, and now she throws bits of bread to the scrawny children lining our rocky road. Mothers urge them toward the carriage, knowing the guards will be reluctant to draw blades against them. Emboldened, the children slip through their formation and bang on the sides of the carriage, thrusting up dirty hands for more. A baguette drops onto the dusty earth. 3 small boys scramble for it, pulling it to shreds. My sister is delighted. She grins enormously and breaks her bread into pieces as fast as she can. I signal to Zito, but he already moves toward her carriage, barking orders. That's the exact moment Elisa realizes her predicament, that her naive generosity has created a mob. The smile dies on her face as she recoils against her nurse. My hand flies to my bodice where my dagger lies hidden. The guards shout at everyone to disperse, but one boy tries to climb inside the carriage. Lady Jimena shoves him back into the waiting arms of a guard. A woman shrieks, the boy's mother, as finally the guards draw their swords. And just like that, the children slink away. Most melt into the leafless trees, until only a few remain to observe our procession from a cautious distance. The horses pulling Elisa's carriage swish their tails and toss their heads nervously, which makes it difficult for me to discern if she's all right. I crane my neck, rising up from my seat. Our eyes meet. She gazes at me sullenly, as if daring me to scold. Slowly, deliberately, I turn away from her and settle back onto my bench. She's wrong. I don't want to scold her. Now that I know she's unharmed, I want to smack her. Of all the stupid things to do. Papa insisted she come along, that a wedding celebration would get her away from the musty books and rotting manuscripts she loves so much, give her a chance to see more of the kingdom.
"She is your heir, after all," he said. "Until you produce one of your own, she could use the experience of a diplomatic journey."
But Elisa has shown as much interest in ruling as the team of horses pulling her carriage, and Papa's at a loss about what to do with her. No matter that she is God's chosen, the first in 100 years to bear his sacred stone. God nested it in her belly, like a berry shoved into a soft muffin, as a sign that she will one day perform an act of heroic service. It's laughable, and a little bit sad. People like the ones we've seen on this journey, who have been harried by poor harvests and enemy skirmishes, could use a hero. The servants mutter that maybe God picked the wrong sister. These thoughts swim in my head as our procession continues, eating away at my heart and mind like deadly poison. I must get them under control. This state visit is the important thing, and I have to be at my best. I search my entourage.